Aloha, hi Vibe Tribe, it is PinkBella. Happy new day and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm recording this video for us today on June 4th, 2020. I'm sending so much love, light, and aloha to this community, and I hope you all can hear me okay and that it's recording okay. So we are in a full moon lunar eclipse. The portal is open. And I just wanted to check in with you all and bring in a few messages. Thank you for everyone who's been supporting my work, subscribing and sharing the videos from this channel. And thank you as well for everyone who came to the Facebook Live this week. Hope to be back on YouTube Live soon. And in the meanwhile, I just want to bring in some messages for us today, okay? So collectively and individually, we've all been feeling so much for this whole year. Through the COVID lockdown. Some of you are still in lockdown. And now through the racial belief systems that are being brought to the surface. And I shared a few days ago on Facebook Live, I myself, like many of you, felt as empathics, as intuitives, as starseeds, as twin flames, as light workers, as healers. We're very intuitive, we're very empathic, and we feel this before it happens. So I had felt very heavy last week, very sad. I myself personally could not watch the video, but I knew what had happened and it made me cry. And racism is a program that has been activated in our avatar, whether we believe it in or not. It's been part of our DNA that we agreed to come in and transmute for this time. So all of you have been holding your space, you've been healing, you've been awakening for this time. 2020 is the grand awakening. This is the event. And everyone's being called to do something different, so there's no right or no wrong. Some of you are being called to go to riots and protest, and that's your role. Some of you are whistleblowers. Some of you are waking up your family and friends. Some of you are realizing you need to be on soul mission. Some of you are going, oh my gosh, I need to clear and heal this for my family and for humanity. Enough is enough. Some of you have been very sad, very in a lot of grief, releasing a lot of emotion. And so I wrote some notes. I'm just going to share a little bit and just show one card. It's just going to be a short video today, but I just want to let you know how powerful this month is, that we're already almost halfway through the year. And so much more is still coming, but to hold your ground, to hold your space, remember that you're the most important person in your reality. You're the one to care for. So make sure if you're tired, rest. And remember to hydrate and drink lots of water. Eat wonderful food. And if you're not hungry, eat light. So last week I was guided to just herbal teas, water, and fruit. And I slept a lot. Some of you might be sleeping a lot right now. We're multidimensional beings. We're always working, even when we're sleeping. And so if you're being knocked out, your light is needed elsewhere. There are lots of stories and lots of things going on. There's lots of different realities. There's lots of different belief systems. Yes, I'm very aware of all the, what's the word I'm looking for? The theories, the conspiracy theories. There's a lot of validation to some of them. I personally, this is my role. I absolutely am very clear and know what's going on. And all of that information was brought to me via other light workers because it was time for me to see. And I've shared this before, but we kind of need to see what the game is so we can handle it and we know what's happening. However, I was also guided to pull back and just continually wrap myself, where I'm living, my community in light, to call in more Star Family Ground Crew to help this area and the whistleblowers and everyone on the planet. And my role is just to come in and be the light and share with you all as much as I can. I've also been processing just like all of you have because, most of us had our hearts broken last week. The tragedy of the event that was caught on film when a soul was taken out in a really horrific way. And I watched Ralph Smart today, and we are very grateful, not that it happened, but we're grateful that it was recorded so that it could all come to the surface so we can heal it individually, collectively. Yes, there's going to be unrest for a while because it's not just in one country. It happened in the United States, and I have many of you are living there, and I'm on the outside in Canada, you know, from another perspective. But racism is something that has infiltrated the entire planet. I'm a female. There's been racism and, you know, differences for me, making a livelihood, doing certain things. It's changing, but there's many different types of racism where we've all been running this gauntlet of being separated and saying that this one's better than this one, and we all know that that's not true, or we're learning that. So many souls are waking up through this process, so it's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride, but most importantly for me to share with you all, this is a full lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, and the portal's been open for about a week. The eclipses are about realigning us with our highest timeline and our destiny. So whatever your role is right now, choose your highest timeline and destiny. Try to stay out of drama if you can. If your guidance is to be out there on the front lines, then that is your guidance. So just wrap yourself and everybody there in light, okay? This is like all the truths have to come up to the surface so we can heal it and say no, no more, and this is the time. All right. So in May, the North Node and the South Node changed signs. We changed into North Node in Gemini, South Node in Sagittarius. We are now in Gemini season. This first lunar eclipse is in Sagittarius, so it is the beginning of the realignment. We have another solar eclipse with the solstice in the middle of the month, as well as Mercury going retrograde. And then we have another eclipse at the beginning of July. So it's boom, 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 realign, realign, realign. Souls will be eclipsed into our reality and eclipsed out. This includes family members, friends, jobs, locations, twin flames, divine partners. People will be coming in and out. This is not a time to hang on to anything or expect a concrete outcome, but it is a time with fast changes. That's what the eclipse season is about, fast changes. So even I myself was guided yesterday to choose my highest timeline and start to withdraw a little bit from what's going on, even on social media, just to go back to peace in my heart and soul, okay? But my heart and soul goes out to every single person on this planet that has experienced some type of trauma. We all have in some lifetime, and this is why it's impacted many of us, but we're going to get through this stronger and together. Okay, so that's the first thing about the eclipse. The other messages that came in is, oh, I was just reminded, the North Node in Gemini and the South Node in Sagittarius will be for 18 months. The Starseeds, right now, I wrote it down. So right now, through this eclipse, we are very close to the Antares system. So that will resonate as a keyword and activation for some of you. And some of the chakras right now that are being activated for many of you are the 12th stellar gateway, the 11th starseed chakra, the soul star, which is connected to your personal copy and the copy of the collective Akashic records. And remember, we all agreed to be here at this time. And it has not been easy. This year has been very different, and it's still going to be a little bit of a roller coaster ride as we move and navigate through the summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, which will be officially middle of June, and then winter in the Southern Hemisphere, okay? Earth's root chakra, Earth star. Your Earth star is the one connected below your energy field, or your root chakra, your entire energy field wants to connect to the new crystalline grid in the Earth. I've been helping many of you with that in meditation during sessions, so I'm really grateful for that. And your Earth star carries your divine blueprint for soul mission, for abundance, for the next levels of you moving forward in this, okay? There's also a 13th chakra that's starting to activate for some of you. Yes, we have more, but just some of the collective, as I've shared before, just finding out they have an energy body and a higher self and angels, which is really beautiful. And that's like the 7 chakra system. That's the beginning when the crown chakra activates. And then we move into the higher chakras. And the 13th chakra is connected to the divine feminine goddess energy, which is most of the massive light codes that are coming onto the planet to rebalance everything, to bring in love, compassion, and caring. So that's happening for many of you and me. And that's to help rebalance the divine feminine, divine masculine within ourselves and on the planet. So that's happening. Okay. The energy is intense. The Schumann resonance has been spiking up and down. Some of you might be feeling, like right now I'm feeling it in my head. We're feeling tired. We're feeling over-energized. We're feeling irritable. If you can, if you're very sensitive and empathic, please wrap yourself in light before you go on social media. Try not to watch the news as much as you can, because that will bring your vibration down. And do as many things as you can to lift your vibration up. Food, nature, music. Some of you are going to be going back to work, so that will be your light assignment back out in the world. Some of you are being navigated to start something new. For Starseeds, our preparation for the Lionsgate is now. It's already started. It usually doesn't start till July, but we are preparing for the 8/8 portal in August, and that is massive light code activations, galactic DNA, galactivations for all starseeds to prepare you for your soul mission. Our soul missions are changing, mine as well. So, and through this eclipse season, some of you, I'll be changing locations, as will you. Some of you will be starting new jobs, ending new jobs. Industries are coming and going. And I'll share a little bit about what my assignment was this past week. So we're processing right now things for ourselves and for the collective. So uncovering hidden truths was the first message. Healing within any childhood, inner child traumas might come up and be mirrored back to us. We're healing for ourselves. We're healing our inner child to love ourselves more, and that's also helping the collective, because the more we heal, that energy is released from the Akashic records, and then that lightens up the load on the planet, because we're also clearing out personal karma, collective karma, and family ancestral karma. Okay, the Narcissist Template is being pushed up to the surface. Many souls right now. One of the light workers, white showers that I watched, mentioned that 1 in 5 souls on this planet are dealing with being in a narcissist relationship and or narcissist tendencies to heal. So that too is a test. Choose yourself, choose self-love, choose self-worth, and close the door. You're being given an opportunity through this eclipse, then you have another opportunity 2 weeks after that, another opportunity a week after that. Choose love, choose yourself, choose a higher vibrational timeline. This is your life. This is your destiny. This is your being here to be on mission. And sometimes we have to let go of people, places, things, even if it's just for a while, to help us get redirected, okay? And with the narcissist template, that again, like the racism template, old program, old egoic program, we are being given a choice to stay in our hearts and say no. So I too had this mirrored back to me, and I've done much work on healing and releasing this, but there were little bits and pieces, because of course I have different tools than I did a year ago or 2 years ago. So there was a little bit of, what are you going to choose to do in this situation? And I chose me. So last week, I was the highest priority last week, taking care of myself, which is why I wasn't on camera, because I was feeling very tired, and I knew I needed to conserve my energy. But I also wanted to let you all know that that's probably the first time I've done that in a long time. So just know that you're being given a choice every single day. What is my highest priority, okay? Let me see what else was coming through. So we're releasing this divide within, the divide of he said, she said, that's better, this is better, I have more privilege than you. And I always question this, and some of you I know have as well. I always question this, even as a child. Why am I living someplace, I feel gratitude, but why am I living somewhere on the planet where I have all my needs met, like a roof over my head and good food and water, and there's other countries on the planet that are still struggling for fresh water? And then, of course, one of the truths that's come forward in the last few years is there's places in Canada that don't have fresh water. There's places in the US that don't have fresh water. So this is something that we want for the whole planet. Everyone should have free energy, internet, home, food and water. So that's what we're working towards collectively. And as you can see, it's like the carpet has been lifted up right now, and it's like, whoa, where did all this come from? It's been there. That's what Ralph shared today. It's been there and it's going on and it's still going on. But where every one of you, be really proud of yourself, because many of us are just stepping forward and saying, no, we're done. We don't want this anymore. We want to live in peace and harmony, but it's going to be bumpy, a little bit bumpy to get there. But the cool thing is, more souls are awakened, more beautiful beings in all the areas, like in the medical system, in the police system. There's starseeds in all of these locations. They're awake, and they're the ones that are going to just say no more. No, you said we have to do this, no more. So there's a lot more truths, a lot more. Get your popcorn and be prepared. There's going to be some shocks and some more truths coming out for some of you. And yeah, so we're healing these wounds personally within, or any kind of triggers right now, to help us feel lighter, clearer, to move forward. So I've been sending, and I'm wrapping all of you, everyone who watches this, I'm sending love and light, wrapping you all in love and light, and asking that that be done in and around you and the planet. You can do that as well. You know, wrap yourself and your home in light. Ask for angels and your team to come down and help in your area. And just keep doing that. And wherever you go, be the light. If you're going to go to a store, set the intention to raise the vibration, and that anyone who comes into that store will feel that love and awaken. I went on a huge divine assignment on Monday. A year ago, I left the city and moved out into nature. Monday, I was guided to go into the city, and I was like, wow. So I did. And I totally forgot there wasn't much open. And it was a long way. It's about an hour on transit. So I did find something open, and then I managed to make my way to the ocean. But what I did, I call it grid work. I set the intention that wherever I go, whoever I came in contact with, that I was the light, and that I was anchoring in that light wherever I went. So I walked to many locations where I used to when I lived and worked down there. I did it like a circuit. And then I made my way to the ocean. And the universe gifted me at the end of the day, one, with a beautiful meal, which I was so grateful for, because I was able to share abundance with a place that had just reopened. And I was also able to experience being near the ocean and watching the sunset. And I also was gifted a bald eagle, which represented freedom, which represented you're free, you're liberating yourself. So I've personally been liberating myself from old belief systems, as is the collective. And like 2 weeks ago, the answer would have been, don't go into the city. Nothing's open. But Monday was time, because things are starting to open up. And that was a wonderful assignment. I had such a great day and experience, and it was so beautiful. Okay. Lots of turquoise light codes came in this week as well. All right. I think that's it. I'm just going to end with the card that came forward for everyone. The Age of Light, which I held up at the beginning. So it says, you've been training for this for lifetimes. We all have. All of us have been training for this for lifetimes. And we're to hold steady. We're to stay in our hearts. Every day you're being given an opportunity to stay in your heart. If you're having a hard time because of what's going on in your town, in your city, find ways to this is a great time. Find ways to be in your heart every day. Find ways to choose peace in each moment. This is go time. For those of you on the Twin Flame Divine Union Partnership, you're also being prepared for the Lion's Gate. And again, you probably most likely have another assignment besides the Twin Flame connection at this time, because all souls are going through massive, massive internal healing. And many of the other twins are now getting up to speed, with their crown chakras opening, with their hearts opening, and doing inner child healing. Sending you all so much love and aloha. Thank you for being here and liking and sharing this video. If it resonates with you, I will be back with more messages soon. If anyone would like to book their own Akashic Record reading for Soul Mission Twin Flame, being a starseed, just helping you on your journey, most of the sessions include immune boost healing with color rays now as well. You can check out the comments below. I look forward to connecting with you. Love and aloha from Pink Bella, and happy lunar eclipse. And let's do this. Love you, tribe. Take care. Bye.